That shit's gonna work. It's gonna work, bro. All right, check it out. I got you in that spot. All right, Shalom. We the brothers from the GMS New Orleans coming back at you with another sit down. Prior to getting started, as we always do, we like to give infinite honors and prayers to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Kakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and salutation to the Akams that's pushing the truth and sincerity. And Lord willing, this video be edifying first and foremost to the whole elect, then to those that cleave to the body. And in today's lesson, we want to bring out the meaning of saving the best wine for last. All right, which Baba Shah, one of y'all brothers could get it. Just get it on somebody where you say he sent forth the apostles last. You hold it. That brother want it, you know. But the scriptures are synonymous with this word. All right, it's synonymous with wine. All right, which most people are saved their best for last. In all intent purposes, you got the cliche, I have saved my best for last. All right, which the Lord have demonstrated that, you know, throughout the many have rose up in the latter days, the latter times. All right, to basically bring forth this wine. All right, which is a rightful doctrination to basically what bring our people together, man. All right, to also influence our people of the right things. He let all the other wine flow before this wine. All right, that the right wine may come out last. All right, understanding that which we drink in the end, or we consume, which this wine, you can like wine unto this word. All right, or what a taking in. All right, you swallow it down, just like you swallow down wisdom. Okay, it's gonna be what that which what bring forth that which have been long waited for. You know, the people of old, they long for the right things to come, but the Lord sent what? The prophets, what? That bring it out.
This 1 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 9. For I think that Yahweh have set forth us, the apostles, last, as it were appointed to death.
Read it again,
For I think that Yahweh have set forth us, the apostles, last, as it were appointed to death.
Right, because the last thing before death, all right, was this true bringing forth life. All right, but the prophets hit the scene so late, so as if like there's no hope for the people, man. All right, as if what? Life has passed and death is coming, right? The Lord will wait till the very last minute, man, to judge a people, man. Okay, and He have sent us forth last. Lord, Adawan Ratazah, we those men, man. All right, starting with our elders and apostles. On down, man. Okay, to the other brothers, but go ahead.
It says, for I think that Yahweh have set forth us, the apostles, last, as it were appointed to death. For we are made a spectacle unto the world, and to angels, and to men.
Get that in the NLT, as we are made a spectacle unto the world, and to angels, and to men, because most people perceive the prophets, all right, the true prophets of Yahweh Shai, and be like, who are these men on the scene? We have heard this type of wine, this type of doctrine. Who are these men? All right, they're just more men that's coming to pass to just say some things, all right, to get people to listen, man. Yeah. That's why it's hard for these people to actually, bonehead people to actually get it, because they done heard so many people before served so many doctrines and wines before this wine, to where it's hard to consume this, man. Yeah. Right? You want to say something?
Yeah, that's what happened with the so-called Black conscious community. You had the Muslim niggas, you had the Hotep niggas, you had the Pan-African niggas.
The sun just came on.
And then Israel hit the scene and just killed everything. Yep. Right? They tried to, we got to debate the Israelites. Then you lost every debate. And now it's like, what good are any of those philosophies at this point?
Yep.
Worshiping the Black woman, pretending to be African, pretending to be like trying to be a Muslim. When all of that comes up against that final wine, the pure wine, the doctrine of Yahweh Shai, everything else just sounds stupid in comparison.
And even when you have, any man that, probably, taste wine or deal with wine and understand the aging of it, the most fermented wine is the best wine, man.
That's right.
Right? It gives you the most, you get the most medicinal purposes from it, right? Because it have aged, meaning what? It have matured, right? So now when this wine, which you like, again, liken the wine unto the word or the doctrine of the Lord, all right? Now that it is set and it brewed and it brewed, the Lord like, okay, it's time to bring this to the table, man. All right. Many men have been at the tables with all type of wines and doctrines, man. Just filling their bellies, man. All right. But we, as men of the Lord, okay, the Lord like, listen, y'all are gonna be like, give me Job 32. I want to say it's gonna it may be, brother, probably got to look it up. There's the sun in my eye, brother. It says my Job say my heart is ready to burst like wine bottles. All right, which the Lord preserve the men of the Lord until this latter time. All right, until the end of all things, right? And they going when that wine do get open, when it do hit the scene, it's gonna what? It's gonna burst onto the scene, man. And that's what fermented wine do. When you pop the cork, it poof. You know, the pressure in it been waiting to go. That's why I say you can't put new wine in old bottles, because it wouldn't even have no spark to it, man. When you open it, you shake it, wouldn't have no pop to it or nothing, right?
It's 32.
It's 32 and 19. I say 9. It's lucky. Go ahead, brother.
All right, it's Job 32 and 19. Behold, my belly is as wine, which have no vent.
Yeah, see, Job described his belly, which you like in your belly unto your mind, man. All right, it's a holding place. It's your desire. So was Job saying, look, everything in my stomach is ready to burst out because it have no vent on it? Your stomach has an enclosed, man. So he's speaking metaphorically, as in what? His mind or his spirit ready to what? Burst. Read it again.
It started 18.
Start at 18, yeah.
God, it's Job 32 and 18.
This sun just sit right on.
For I am full of matter, the spirit within me restraineth me.
Right, so you full of matter. The prophets of old, they really been full of matter, but the Lord had to turn the spirit up in them. We the men of the Lord, the spirit been fermenting in us. The Lord just have to say, you know what? I'm gonna bust his vents open and it's gonna go. Which that's what we did. We heard this word, you heard this word, you took off and said, man, coming over, this is it.
Fermentation is ready.
The fermentation. Get fermentation in the online etymology Bible shop. I'm gonna, y'all mind if I just put it over there? Oh, huh? Yeah, brother. It's on me. The sun heavy on me, brother. The sun fermenting on me. Salagi, bro. Salagi, brother. Get it. My bad, bro. I ain't want to do this like this. Y'all brothers can change spots if y'all want. It's just heavy on me, bro. Yo. Salagi, bro. Cooking, bro. That's it. Salagi. My bad, brother. Oh, it's cooking me right here. Yeah. Nah, you good. We good. Y'all brothers good. It's hitting y'all too. It got y'all? It got you, Samaki? It's hitting. It's hitting. All right.
You're real back a bit.
Yeah. It's all good.
I got ferment.
Yeah, go ahead. And y'all brothers bring out what y'all got, Salagi. The spirit is, it's cooking. It's hitting. It's right here, brother. Go ahead.
It's ferment in the online etymology. And it's going into, it says to leaven, to cause to rise.
To call to rise.
God.
The prophets will rise in the latter times, man. You say I shall raise up my men. Okay. And the what? In the latter times, man. That's why you see again the hour stone with our apostles and elders. It came out what? The great men was the Lord likened unto on this side, right? He bought them out, man. Go ahead, brother.
Hey, that's really the point.
That's the point.
Yeah, that's the point.
That's the point. Yeah, that's the point.
To rise. Man.
To rise. Okay. You know, and the Lord have risen, man. The prophets of old in Jeremiah 28 and 8 say they prophesied of what? Kingdoms, pestilence, and war. But that all happens at what? At the end of a kingdom. When a kingdom about to be translated from one people to another, you have what? Major problems occurring in the provinces of the kings, man.
Right.
All right. So that's why the prophets is needed to come on the scene and be like, look, this is the last chance or the last time to get the right wine, man. All right. Y'all got something?
Finish it off.
Go ahead, finish it off and then make your point. You want to make a point, right?
Oh, a little bit.
Come on, go ahead. You got it.
It is Job 32 and 19. Behold, my belly is as wine, which have no vent, is ready to burst like new bottles. So yeah, just back what you were saying too. You know, it was marinate ferment in us, and then when that bottle became ready, you know, that's when, you know, we started standing up and getting out and start, you know, we got to get out to the highways and byways, start preaching the word. You know? And here we are, man, because it was that time it went through that fermentation process, and now we spreading that wine, you know, to the, you know, to the masses, pretty much to the nation of Israel, you know.
That's right. Yeah, that's it. And the brother on point, man. And it's undeniable. Some wine's so good, man. When you taste it, you don't even have a remark for it. You just looking at Jake just start looking all at the bottle. Brother, like how it is. Jake like, oh, brother. Jake really don't have a compliment. Like he don't know the compliment to make because he don't want to underscore it, right? And then but he like, I can't really go overboard, but what word is for, you know, Jake? And that's what happened with this truth, man. It's unspeakable. Get that Bible shot where it says, thank the Lord for his unspeakable gift, because wine is as life to a man. So if when this life do hit you, you've been dead for so long, you like, man, I can't believe this. Is this like, and then if you know the wine is grade A, it's top quality, man. This truth is just, it's unspeakable. It begins to be unspeakable, man. You know, you got it?
Yeah.
You got it, bro.
2 Corinthians 9:15, it says, thanks be unto Yahweh for his unspeakable gift.
Right. No, so no matter what time it came, if it's unspeakable, it's right on time, man, to be spoken to the people. So the Lord saved the best wine for last, which we're gonna get in this account. You got it in the you had got that in the NLT.
Yeah, mine.
You don't want low, bro. It's all
not
good.
low. Yeah.
It's all good. Hey, the hell with it. Hey, you know, the hell with it. But you know, hey, anyways, we're gonna break out the account with the wine, man. All right, because even in the end, even as Yahushua unloosed the seals, all right, the seals is really, you know, it's the wisdom to let us know at the end time what things shall be, man. You know, who's worthy to do that? The Lord. He's worthy to raise up the men at the end time to tell the men exactly what it's gonna be, man. Because everybody was weeping and crying. You really weep and cry when you don't know what's gonna happen, man. Are you confused? All right, you're in a state that, well, we're gonna get overthrown. Look, death is imminent, man. And then the life comes through. Okay, this is what you do to avoid death. All right, this is going to happen at this time, man. And Yahushua was worthy of that, man. Who is the wine? He is the wisdom, right?
If I could say, it is wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. That wine came in just in the nick of time.
In the nick of time.
When you think back to, all right, prior to the truth or whatever, hey, you could just feel it in your, you know what I'm saying, in your spirit. It's like, man, something is going to happen.
Yes.
You know, the earth ain't gonna be, you know what I'm saying, how it is in a couple years.
Something gotta happen.
Something have to happen.
But until you drunk the wine, you didn't know the effects of what the wine
That's
was.
right.
Right?
Right.
You can look at wine and be like, I'm about to get lit off this, but you know, like this ain't no, I done had wine.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
but you're trying to figure out, like, okay, what is the effects of the wine? Which again, the wine is the word. We're not talking about literal wine. We're you know, we're using analogies, you know, Jake.
The Lord uses analogies.
The Lord used analogies with the wine, which we're gonna go into, man.
If I could put it into perspective, hey, you know, our people we was brought up reading the Bible.
Yeah.
Yes.
We've been brought up reading the Bible.
Yeah.
But not this wine.
Not this wine, though.
Yeah.
That's right.
That was like some yellowtail shit.
Yeah.
This some, you know, some shit.
With pork in it.
This was fermented from, like, you know, 1980 or some 1800s or something like that. You know, you taste some wine from back then. You know, Edomites have those wine cellars and shit. They got bottles of wine that's centuries old, man.
This wine is from the beginning of the time.
That's
That's
brother.
right.
Fermenting since the beginning.
Yeah,
That's
and it's only gonna get drunk in our new beginning.
Yeah.
Not the end. He went from beginning to beginning. Like we went from beginning to beginning. He's Alpha and Omega, but we really in the Omega is our beginning. So it's like it's a start over. Matter of fact,
Esau then is our beginning.
and then it's, you know, this is, you know, give me Sirach 51 and 15. Baba Gashine.
I'm right here.
One of y'all better. Sirach 51.
Yeah, I'm right here, bro. It's Sirach
13.
51 and 13. When I was yet young, or ever I went abroad.
Yep.
I desired wisdom openly in my prayer.
Come on, go ahead.
I prayed for her before the temple,
Come on.
and I will speak her out even to the end.
Yep. So before the temple, and we'll seek her out to the end. So wisdom is a thing that actually dwells before and in the end of something, right? But the end of something always marks the beginning. It says the end of or something, right? That is the end of than the beginning, but there's always a beginning after the end, according to the Lord, especially our kingdom. Go ahead.
Verse 15.
Then we about to hit it right
Yeah,
here.
this it right here.
This is it.
This it.
Go ahead.
Verse 15. Even from the flower till the grape was ripe, has my heart delighted in her.
Right. So as the growing up of it, man.
Come.
All right. And notice he put the grape in there. Now we've been talking about the wine. What represents the wine ultimately? The grape. That's why the Lord said, I saved the cluster of the grape, man.
Yeah.
All right. And cut off the rest. Which he let that be known in what? In the end time. Nobody knew what was the plans of the Lord until the prophets, the real true prophets hit the scene, and like 2/3 of our people gonna get caught. That's when we really got the real wine. Go ahead.
If I could say this, if those out there who don't have an idea of how husbandry work, the flowering process have to come before the fruiting process.
Before the ripeness.
That's right.
Yes.
It's a whole process to that. That's why you're going into it like that.
Go ahead.
It says, my foot went the right way from my youth up, sought I after her.
Yep.
I bowed down my ear a little and received her.
He said, from my youth up, I sought after her.
Come.
Right. So, like you say, my spirit was looking for something. It's like, man, something ain't right. But brother, unless the spirit of the Lord fermenting you, brother, you cannot get up to speed with things. Brother, we don't know this on our own
at all.
Brother, it don't matter.
We tried that already.
Brother, it don't matter. Because even if you know something, if you don't remember it tomorrow, it's as if you never knew it. So again, everything gets funneled back to the spirit of things, man. And that's what you got to understand. Like, we only know what we know because of the spirit, man. All right, because of Yahweh revealing this unto us in what? In the last time. Get it in Daniel, brother. Where it says go and stand in thy lot to thy envy, you know. And then the Lord gonna reveal the things at the last, man. All right. And the importance of the last is that it don't pass you by. It don't pass the flower of your age. Because if it pass you by, then that desire is gone. Your expectation is wrath from now. If this word will pass us by, we have no expectation, which you can liken that into wrath, man. All right. So we had to get the wine in time, and we still had to get it in time. All right. And when it was fully fermented. But
I think that was it.
Yeah, that was it. That was the point. Read 15 again.
Verse 15 again. Even from the flower till the grape was ripe, hath my heart delighted in her. My foot went the right way, from my youth up sought I after her.
Right. So even from the flower to the grape was ripe, man. All right. And we have desired the blood of the grape, which ultimately is the blood of Yahushua, man, which is a mark of the word, man. All right. So Jake saying we don't care about the blood. What are you talking about, man? That's neither here nor there. All right. Well, go ahead, brother.
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 12, verse 13. It says, but go thy way, go thou thy way till the end be.
To the what be?
Till the end be.
Why the Lord want Daniel to go to towards the end or the last? The end and the last is what? Synonyms, man. All right. Why did he want Daniel to go to the end? Right? In his latter lots. In his latter lot. Well, Daniel gonna be in his latter lot. This is what he said this for. Because when Daniel was right here doing the the Medo-Persian Empire or the with Nebuchadnezzar, what empire that was? Nebuchadnezzar. Yeah, and Nebuchadnezzar was or whatever. Daniel wasn't at the end of himself, right? He haven't been reincarnated to the times. So he was telling Daniel, look, go to the last, when you at the last. So Daniel is back now explaining what this meant at the time.
That's right.
When he was telling that to Daniel, go ahead.
It says, for thou shalt rest and stand in thy lot at the end of the days.
Yeah. At the what? At the what?
The end of the day.
But he's going to stand in the end of his life. So what that mean? He was just gonna just stand up when we just standing up, man? No, he gonna rise
Rise.
as you. But what the word say?
Man,
He
fermented.
rose.
Wow.
Quam. You know, rise Yashala, man. So rise Daniel, or rise, which Daniel, the spirit of Daniel is subject. He's a prophet. So that same spirit would have been increased in him in the last, right? Y'all brothers gonna make a point?
God. Yeah, I had a precept to back that, but I don't know if you want to get to John first.
However y'all just get it.
All right, this
However you want to do it.
the second Ezra, because going to what the brother was saying about how the seed had to be sown. When you look at Genesis, the 3rd chapter, when Adam and Eve went off, they were like, okay, this wine right here is pleasant.
It's pleasant.
This is
Right.
good to us.
Mhm.
So the Lord had to set up a wine that was better than that,
Better than that.
so that we could learn, okay, this other wine right here that y'all think is good, living
Yeah.
according to your own will, sinning, feminism, democracy, following after your flesh, all of these wines that seem pleasant to people, there's an actual wine that's way better
You
than
say
that.
you stare at the wine. It's gonna be
I got something
Proverbs.
for you after that. too.
So in Proverbs, it say
It's,
you stare at the wine and it like the air of that stinking. Go ahead.
The second Ezra 4, verse 28, it says, but as concerning the things whereof thou askest me, I will tell thee, for the evil is sown, but destruction thereof is not yet come. If therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, and if the place where the evil is sown pass not away, then cannot it come that is sown with good. So the evil had to come first, the evil wine, the wine that we were looking at as being something that was beneficial to us, following these idols. It says, for the grain of evil seed had been sown in the heart of Adam from the beginning. And how much ungodliness had it brought upon this time? And how much shall it yet bring forth until the time of threshing come? The time of threshing, the 2/3 being cut off, these heathen being destroyed. Ponder now by thyself how great fruit of wickedness, grapes, all right, the grapes of wickedness, the grain of evil seed have brought forth. And when the ears shall be cut down, which are without number, how great a floor shall they fill? So all these people that have been hearing these evil doctrines, drinking this evil wine, is without number. It's really the whole world minus the 144,000 in the elect. It says they're going to be cut down, man. Why? Because that new wine is pure. It's better than anything that anyone's ever been talked about, any religion, any philosophy. This new wine surpasses everything that's been on the earth before.
Yeah, they tell you that. David tell you that. Oh, taste and see how good is the Lord. What that Psalms 44 or something like that. Oh, taste. It says, oh, taste and see. All right,
I got a quick one for you. Backing up what that brother had said.
come about it.
It's the book of
You found it
Sirach,
out?
39 and verse 26.
It's a proper stingers.
And it reads, the principal things
At the one.
for the whole use of man's life, and make note of all these different things that's about to be named, because they can all be likened unto what? All right, the truth, man. Check it out. It says, the whole use of man's life are water, fire,
23,
iron,
32.
and salt, flour of wheat, honey, milk, and what? The blood of the grape, and oil, and clothing. All right, the word can be likened to all of those different things, man. It's food unto us. It's milk and honey to the babes. All right, it's sweet to us when we first get it. It's a sharp threshing instrument, iron. You see, so it's the word is likened to all those different things. And this is the point, just to back up the brother Amawad, verse 27. All of these things are good to the godly. And who are the godly? The elect, man. The 144,000 in those that cleave unto him. All right. And it reads, so to sinners are they turned into evil. Hey, and that's just backing up what this brother said. That wine was evil unto them. They used that wine for evil. All right. The elect are the only ones who are given this wine that it may not make them drunken in a negative way. We are drunken in a righteous way, in the only way for us to be drunken. All right.
Hey, the wine that we have drunken of Yahushua, it wasn't for to bring us to
That's
the
right.
evil day. It was for to get us beyond the
That's
evil day.
right, brother. Come
You
on.
see that? And that's why this wine, the good wine, had to come.
Yeah.
Why you think the Lord allowed the evil wine or the wine that was less fermented to come out first? Because he knew that the men was we had to drink of that, because evil was sown in us from Adam.
That's right.
Right? So it had to be that first Adam and that second Adam. But he knew that the second Adam was going to bring what? The right wine that'll what? Recompense or recover the first Adam, so the Lord, he can get it in the end. Because Adam still had to get saved in the end. All right. And we are that fruit or that tree that have to get, we the stock of that tree that have to get saved. I don't want to Ratazah, we those men. All right. So either way it go, we had to get of that fruit, man. But we couldn't stay on this wine because of what? It would have killed us. Read that, brother.
There's the book of Proverbs, chapter 23, verse 29. It said, who had woe and who had sorrow, who had contentions, who had babbling, who had wounds without cause, who had redness of eyes.
Right. So this is the negative effects of the wine. But again, that's physically and spiritually. All right. The redness of the eyes, right? And Jake just worn out from this wine, these doctrines. Jake tired, man. These culprit temples, you know, these theological schools, colleges. Jake just worn out, man. They get up 7 in the morning, they tarry at it all day, and they don't get nothing out of life, man. They don't know nothing. Nationality, they don't know the Lord. They don't know the Lord's name. They don't know the customs they're supposed to keep, man. All right. They don't know what they're supposed to worship, man. And they get just fall into worshiping anything, man. Go ahead.
What's the effects of good wine? You don't have no headache,
Nothing.
the time of your life.
Yeah.
Right. What's the
Your
effect
body
of a bad
feel good.
headache? I mean, a bad wine, headaches,
Yeah.
drowsiness,
Excess sleeping.
Yeah.
You know, sleeping past the time you should be learning. And you know, maturing and developing, man.
and that's what this brother going into on a spiritual level.
Yeah.
We look at our people; they spiritually tired, spiritually got hangovers.
Yeah.
You know, but you gotta go.
Hey, they at the last of themselves.
Yeah.
When you at the end of yourself, these are the indications of a man that's about to basically succumb all the way fully to death, man. All right. He have given up. When you got woe and sorrow and contentions and babblings and wounds without cause, who have redness of eyes, a man is at the end of himself, right? Too many things is plaguing him. So Jake, a lot of the Jakes is in a condition to be like, man, I'm just ready to go.
Yeah.
I know it's something after this. Brother, we are saying that we are ready to go to the kingdom. We're not saying it's something that we're saying what's after this,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
Because this wine have caused us to what? Wake up and sober up and be vigilant. This is the wine that makes you vigilant. It don't make you impaired. All right, go ahead, brother.
Is verse 30. It says, they that tarry long at the wine, they that go to seek mixed wine.
Right. It says in Isaiah, Bible shows a quick one. It says
I think
that's wine. There's wine and new wine and new wine or something like that. So like, damn, man, that's a paraphrasing. That's bullshit. It says there's wine and then new wine or something like that. I think it's in Isaiah. Got it? New wine, morning, divine language. The wine and new wine. It's something like hold them. Yeah, it's Hosea 4:11. My bad. That's it.
4:11 says, boredom and wine and new wine taketh away the heart.
See? So our people coveted after that. So now they have been played the whore with many doctrines and philosophies. Now their heart taken away, right? It says, heaviness, what? Taken away the heart. Heaviness drives away the heart that pretty much need to be stable and it needs to be on the thing that, yes, it's right. Heaviness drives the heart away. All right. More than it, but they tarry long at that wine, bro, at that whoredom, right? And that's why they own the wine. That then they're like, I've been on this so long, I can't get off this. You know how people be. I've been celebrating holidays so long. I'm gonna tell my people that we gotta get off this now, man. Right? The wine have destroyed our people. All right. They winos, literally, man. Right? But they've been bibbling the wrong wine, man. You gotta be a wine. When Yahushua was a wine bibbler, he ultimately was bibbling the right wine, so he could drink as much as he wanted to. You see? Yeah. But you can't be a wino because now you gonna drink by the table, not by the label. Hey, with the Lord, you gotta drink wine by the labels, man. Meaning you gotta understand what you taking in, man. You can't drink by the table. Jacob, put it on the table, I'm drinking it. It don't work like that, man. That's why the Lord likened the table until a buffet. You know, like to go on, but you gotta pick over the pork, pick over the shrimps. Like, you know, you gotta get the stuff that's what valuable to your spirit, man. All right, that's demons. But go ahead.
Fine. This verse 31, Proverbs 23 and 31. It said, "Look not thou upon the wine when it is red, when it giveth his color in the cup."
Yeah, don't be fantasizing behind these doctrines and these lying wonders. You know, these things these devils have put before you, man. All right, you looking at the color of that look advertising. Jay just in full advertisement mode at the wine. Oh man, you saw with the M to the TB. You see that? Man, you could jump up and fly, man. You got a paraplegic walking. Man, the deaf can hear. You know, Jay just staring at the wine, man. These are false philosophies, lying wonders, man. Go ahead, brother.
All right, in NLT, if I can read it, in
Got
verse
it.
31, it says, "Don't let the sparkle and smooth taste of wine deceive you."
But yeah, because they got some wine that look real good, but it's low grade. All right, it's raw for your body, man. All right, it don't even help your body, right? It's it with so many chemicals and different things, so it's not even helping you, man. All right, it just look good on the outside, but in the inside is what? It's not good. Go ahead.
All right, it says, verse 32.
Nah, they got more in 31. I think I
So
come.
like, let me just say 31. It says, "Look not thou upon the wine when it is red,
Yep.
when it giveth its color in the cup,
Yep.
when it moveth itself
You
aright."
see when it's actually working on your mind to you make you salivate behind it, man. They got the McDonald's commercial. They got the sandwich. They got the lettuce with water hanging off the lettuce. You know, Jay is like, what the thing? This is the sparkle caught his eye, right? So it's the fancy around the way he packaged it up. He always package up something that's gonna kill you. It's gonna be packaged up like it's gonna help you, right? It gotta be, because if the burger had that mixed up children and people on there like this is not for consumption, Jay gonna say, I ain't eating that shit, man. Right? That's just common sense. But go ahead.
Yeah, verse 32, it says, "At the last it bited like a serpent."
At the end, at the last, this wine bited like a serpent, the last of it, man. And our people are snake bit. But who's gonna heal us? Get it where it said Moses rose the serpent. He raised up the serpent in the garden.
John 3.
It's John 3.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Huh? You know? Beautiful.
This is John 3
Let's get it.
and 14. As Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness.
So when Moses lifted up this serpent, what is this talking about? Right? Do you know exactly where that in the Old Testament?
Not exactly.
He's speaking of that in the Old Testament. Well, when he was in the wilderness, he raised the serpent up. Only Moses in the wilderness in the Old Testament, right? I just don't know exactly where it's at. But as he in the Old Testament and he rose that serpent up, what was Moses basically clarifying to the people, man? Why would Moses raise the serpent up? We got to find out what's going on here, right? So when you do read John 3 and 16, this is just 2 verses up. This is this. So what's happening right here? But our people don't consider this. You see, when Moses was in the wilderness, that's Numbers 21. Beautiful. All right, you can read it. All right. So when Moses was in the wilderness, why would he raise a serpent up? For what? For it to bite the people? That don't mean that. You see? So now let's find out why John spoke about Moses raising a serpent up. Right? Go ahead.
This is
Because this was at the beginning with Moses too when he raised that up, right? Go ahead.
this is Numbers 21 and 9. Moses made a serpent of brass
He made a serpent of brass. Go ahead.
and put it upon a pole.
Yep.
And it came to pass that if the serpent had bitten any man, when he beheld the serpent brass, he lived.
When he beheld a serpent of brass and lived. Now, basically, that's Yahushua. Because we was once in a state to where we was dying or dead, and then we found Yahushua, and what? We lived. We got the word. So, huh?
It's gonna say that.
I knew I was gonna say that, but this is why I went got that.
Yeah.
So Jay can understand. John 3 and 16 is talking about that world. Well, Moses lifted the serpent up to, man.
Yeah.
See, Jake don't read. Jake don't look up. Jake don't notice nothing, man. All right. So that was a wine. You can liken a serpent as it. Well, read the 33 of the serpent again.
It's Proverbs 23 and 32. It says, "At the last it bited like a serpent."
Like at the last, it bited like a serpent. But remember, Moses had already lifted up the serpent in the beginning. So really, there was a hedge. All right. And that serpent right there, that's talking about Yahushua. All right. If you don't understand, okay. because he's the one came for this world in 3 and 16. Okay, so when he did that, because we was bitten with what sin? You read it in Second Esdras where we was had that grain of evil in us, right? So we basically wasn't gonna be able to get healed. Lisha Hawashai came and what? Died for our sins, man, and that's where the blood come into place at. He's that brass serpent, man. Now you understand it. Go ahead.
It says, and sting it like an adder.
And sting it like an adder. All right, which you know when you get bit like a serpent and sting it like an adder. All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
We want to hit that one.
There's more, right?
Let me finish this real quick. This is St. John 3 and 14. And as Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness,
He got to finish it. You finish it?
God, that was it.
Oh, that was it? Go ahead.
God, as Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness,
Yep.
even so must the Son of Man be lifted up.
So, well, why would he liken lifting up the serpent into the Son of Man? Because that's the Son of Man. Was not he lifted up for who? Israel.
Israel.
Now you start to understand what 3 and 16 mean. You got to do is read 2 scriptures up. But again, right?
That's the new wine.
That's the new wine. And they stand on whoredom. That's why they got bitterness. They got babbling. They got redness of eyes. That wine of what? Killed them, man. And it's going to ultimately kill him. You ever see Jake in the state where he drank? He an older man. He got red eyes. What you call it? So when your eyes red, they so red, not bloodshot. It's like you have it ain't white no more or whatever, which basically show his liver is the yellow. To show his liver and shit is gone from the drinking of the wine. Well, you see our people like that from taking in so many doctrines, the ways of this world, holidays and different things like that. We see they consumed. We can't even. It's like you don't got no hope, man. But we still gotta go and tell them Yahushua because they can be saved by that brass serpent. Go ahead,
I
brother.
got a precept backing up what you just said, and it's talking about physical wine, but it couldn't, like you just been going into, be likened unto spiritual wine. This is the book of Sirach 31 and verse 30, and it reads, "Drunkenness increaseth the rage of a fool till he offend. It diminisheth strength and maketh wounds." And just like that brother was going into, look at our people. They're drunk off this wine, and obviously they raging.
They beat up too.
Yeah, and that's why I said
Bodily and everything.
it diminishes the strength.
Yep.
All right, and to diminish is like you going down in levels, like you decreasing your strength.
I'll go.
And it say it make it wounds. Hey, our people is full of wounds, man. It's full of pus, full of blood, you know. The whole head is sick. All right, they wounded, and just like that brother went into, when you look at an older man who's been overcome by the drinking, all right, you can obviously see his body is wounded.
Why the wounded?
You know, but
That's right.
you got it, brother.
You got one more word.
Okay. It says, verse 33, back in Proverbs 23, it says, "Thine eyes shall behold strange women, and thy heart shall utter perverse things."
So once you full of that wine, your heart just you're gonna be that old man say anything now, man. As long as he got a bottle of poison right there, bun, he get on the wine and say anything. He probably beat children whatever from that his mind to say perverse things. Oh, God ain't coming in this generation. He been living there like you can clearly see the Lord about to come back.
Clearly.
But his heart is uttering perverse things because he's drunkenness. He became the rage of himself, man. All right, he's not even a shell of himself no more. He just drunk himself to death.
If I could go up one more scripture, backing up you, just same chapter 30, Sirach 31 and
That's
29, and this say, "But wine drunken with excess make it bitterness of the mind."
So the heart shall utter perverse things.
Yeah,
When thy eyes behold strange women, your eyes is your pineal gland. That's your heart, your spirit.
your mind is bitter. It's like, all the things in your mind is perverse.
Yeah,
There's nothing
perverse.
sweet in your mind.
Yeah,
But you got it, bro.
you bitter. That's your spirit bitter. That's it, right? You bitter. We have a balance. We got honey in us, bitter. Like we
Bitter herbs.
we got it.
Yeah.
We got the honey and the bitter. So we don't just be bitter all day. We know the sweet side of things as well, man. Men be mad most of the time because that's just because we ain't in our kingdom and different things like that. But for the most part, We got a peace that
We
passes
know
all
how to turn
understanding.
that off.
Okay, yeah, we could
You know,
turn it off.
we
Colossians,
can run
we're in control of it.
Yeah.
Right? In Colossians, I'm gonna give you a peace that passes all understanding. So we at peace, like we at peace in our bitterness, right? We got a righteous soul,
Beautifully said.
right?
Beautifully said.
That was it in that.
That was it in that. Give me that account. Well, you want to say the account for last? I'm gonna save the account for last because bring out the wine
That's
last,
wine last.
literally, right? And give me that
I'm gonna read this real quick.
Oh, go ahead.
This Sirach, this is Brother Kabar, Shalom.
Shalom,
Yahweh Shemah. This book of Sirach, chapters 40, verse 20. Wine and music rejoice the heart, but the love of wisdom is above them both. And that wisdom is the last wine, man. That's the best wine that the earth has ever seen. This is the pure doctrine. This is the true gospel. This is what heals us, what keeps us going. That actual wine, which is wisdom.
That's why this was the last song. What's the song of the night? The last song. See the DJ playing all the song, but he like, I got this one set. Yeah,
You
right.
Follow that.
So this is the song, right? This is the music for the heart that was gonna rejoice the heart in the end. And this is the only reason why we learned our balance, because we was bitter in the world. I'm mad every day, brother. I ain't even know why I was mad.
Yeah.
Just like, but I just used to be mad. Nobody really won't be wrong. What's going on? Like, I'm like, well, I don't know.
We was drunk and we
But not with wine.
but not with wine. Bro.
For real, true wine.
Huh.
Yeah. Give me but that word came up as a song. Give me that song of Solomon. 7. I praise God. 7 and 7. You want to get yours out the way?
Because Matthew 9:17, neither do men put new wine into old bottles.
Yes.
As the bottles break
Yes.
and the wine runneth out.
You got it, huh?
And the bottles perish, but they put new wine into new bottles, and both are preserved. Yeah. I mean, it's cut and dry, but still, hey, you got that new wine, the best wine, and it says both are preserved. And all you chicks out here don't get it, man. You got that old wine and your bottle's bursted, You
Yes.
believe in flat earth, you're cool, all that type of shit.
And your bottle is your vent.
Yeah.
But it's, again, Job say he's like, it says, if you read Job, it says he would be refreshed in his spirit. Matter of fact, get that in Job 32, back in the 1890. He's gonna, I don't believe y'all say that. He's like, I was refreshed in my spirit. Meaning what? Made anew. And that's why he wanted to burst like new wines, man. They ain't refreshed in their bottles, right? They old bottles. And you can't put the new wine in there. So you can't get the new wine, you can't get it fresh.
Yeah.
Right? Kainos is new.
Yeah.
A fresh.
And the new wine is what makes you alive. It's
It will make you alive.
What quickens you. So
Yes.
if your vessel can't take the new wine, you're dead.
You're dead, man.
Even though you wanted to drink of it, you still did.
For real.
Yeah.
The bottle wasn't adequate enough.
Yeah.
Just the Job 32:19, it says, "Behold, my belly is as wine."
No, you gotta start at 18. It's gonna say, or 17, it's gonna say, well, my spirit is refreshed or something.
Yeah.
One of them is somewhere.
Constraining thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is Job 32:18. It says, "For I am full of matter, the spirit within me constraineth me.
Mm-hmm.
Behold, my belly is as wine which had no vent. It is ready to
Yo,
burst."
where it's refreshed. My bad. I was reading the Song of Solomon. Go ahead.
It says, I'll start at the top.
Go ahead.
It says, "For I am full of matter, the
Yeah.
spirit within me constraineth me."
Right now, I got somewhere where it says refreshed. The spirit is refreshed.
Job 20.
Come on, it's
I
one of
gotta
them.
keep reading.
Yeah, go ahead. My bad, Salaki.
It says, "Behold, my belly is as wine which had no vent.
Mm-hmm.
It is ready to burst like new bottles.
Yo.
I will speak that I may be refreshed. I will open my lips and answer."
Right. So he speak that he may be refreshed, but you gotta have the refreshment reserved in you for to even be refreshed, man. That's why the spirits of us, like Abba Zawi, those men, again, we had a fresh spirit, but Lord had to refresh it. Because really, if you have the elect, you have the grape of the cluster, man. You always had the grape in you, man. The blood was in you. All right. You just had to be reworked. You gotta rework the grape. You that's all you had? Come on. Give me that Song of Solomon 7 out.
If I could back you up, before you make wine, like from you cut down the ears of grapes, and you gotta wash the grapes.
Gotta
So
wash.
that's what happened with us.
Hell yeah.
We was refreshed, we was washed, all right, to be plugged down and looked at. Oh, that's that glistening cluster. All right, that I'm a keep for me.
That's right.
You know.
Yeah.
But you said Song
Yeah,
of
you
Solomon.
pick, and then you pick of the grape, which the Lord cherry picked,
Come.
right? When you cherry pick, that means you select selfishly. That's what the word means. To select selfishly, man.
Choice man.
Choice men.
When you looking at them, they not
Yeah.
washed yet.
They not
They
washed
just
yet.
look good from here.
Yeah,
And then you say, well, shit, but pluck this one.
yeah, wash.
You go home and you go wash it up. Man,
Yeah.
you see all the dirt leaving. All right, you might got all kind of, you know what I'm saying? Shit. Look, ants or something crawling on it, man. All that shit get washed away. And that's the same likened unto the men of the Lord, man. But you said Songs of Solomon 7 and 7. All right. It says, this thy stature is like to a palm tree, and thy breast to clusters of grapes.
Now, what the Lord means by the breast as to cluster? You can't get the NLT, huh?
I can get it. It's coming up now.
Damn, it's coming up.
Yeah.
Bro, that's Satan, bro. Why would not the whole app not work? Just
nobody
one thing.
Yeah.
That's Satan, bro.
It said thy stature is like the palm tree, right? They upright, because
Come.
the statue of the Lord stone with Yahweh is upright. It's firmly standing, man. All right. This is this wine. That wine is standing there firmly, ready, firmament. Go ahead, brother. And thy breast to the cluster of grapes, which your breast is your learning. You're in with the way we suck on the breast, right? Of the learning, right? This is where we mature, we nurture, right? On the breast, man. As it's saying in the scripture. Understand that. So the breast to the cluster of grapes. What is the grape? All right, that vine, that cluster, Yahweh, man. All right,
True vine.
the true vine, right? That stature's like that palm tree, which you speak about in the Ezekiel 31. Go ahead.
Well, the NLT, it says, you are slender like a palm tree, and your breasts are like clusters of fruit.
It's cool. Go ahead.
It says, I will
Go ahead. Let him read the NLT. I mean the right on KJV.
It reads verse 8. I said, I will go up to the palm tree. I will take hold of the boughs thereof.
Right. And when you look at Ezekiel 31, it speak about the boughs in that tree of Lebanon. Right. It was metaphorically speaking about Yahweh, but it was like on Pharaoh until Yahweh. All right. But he was that tree in that garden that his boughs overran everything. That's speaking about Adam, man. All right. That first Adam. All right. With the wisdom and knowledge with the Lord blessing with. All right. That's what that's speaking about. All right. That's a heavy chapter too. Okay. Go ahead.
Now also thy breasts shall be as clusters of the vine.
So the breast, right? This wisdom of this word, which is in Yahweh Shai, it's the cluster of the vine. All right. The cluster is the great part of it, man. Or the abundance, right? A cluster is what abundance. You'll probably get the word, see what cluster is. Go ahead.
It says,
It's a collection, but the abundance in it. Go ahead.
now also thy breast shall be as the clusters of the vine, and the smell of thy nose like apples.
Right. Go ahead.
And the roof of my mouth like the best wine for my beloved.
So the roof of his mouth like the best wine for the love. And Song of Solomon is like a love story with Yahweh Shai and Yahweh. It's heavy.
It's going into it.
Let's get that.
This is the word.
We about to get it.
This is the word cluster.
Jay,
A number of things growing naturally together,
yeah.
probably from the same root. It says a number of persons or things gathered in a close body.
Come on now. So the body, man.
Gotta get that.
So we getting off the breast and the cluster of the vine. Like Yahweh, if Yahweh Shai in all of the 144,000 men, then we eating off each other, man. Brothers are building, brothers getting precepts. I got some for that. Thoughts is running cross thoughts, man. We building, man. All right, ultimately, go ahead out.
Come. I'm gonna read 9 again. It says, and the roof of my mouth like the best wine for my beloved, that goeth down sweetly, causing the lips of those that are asleep to speak.
Right. So now let's get this right. Right. We got Solomon saying, look, the word is causing the lips of those that are asleep to speak. Now we was asleep. So in the end, we start speaking. So now the word, with the word up there, it have activated activity in our spirit.
Right.
So now we speaking, but we start speaking at the last. Brothers are, I was 20 years old, so I ain't have it. I start speaking of 30, you know, whatever. Like it start, but it was the last of me, but it was beginning, the beginning of the ending of the last and the beginning of myself. But it was the last. So the Lord give this to you at the last of your old man to bring you into your fresh new man.
Right.
You see?
Right.
So it's still at the last of, you still get the word at the last. No matter how you look, the cycle, the Lord likened his judgment until a ring. It's the same cycle, man. According to all realms and elements in which we receive this word, man. You see? So it calls the lips of those that are asleep to speak. Go ahead.
Verse
Try to
10.
stop at 12.
I am my beloved, and his desire is toward me.
So we're the beloved of Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Shai, right? We're in the bosom of those men. All right, which Yahweh Shai is the wisdom, and the Lord is the one directing the wisdom. Give this, do this, do this. All right, giving all the orders of the wisdom, right? Okay, and he his desire is towards those that desire wisdom in their bosom, the cluster.
Yeah.
Give it to him, give him respect, give him this percentage, give him that. Let him do this, put this, take this out here, put that in him, man. Go ahead.
When you gardening, hey, every morning, every day, you going out there, you watering, you picking out the caterpillars, you know what I'm saying, from whatever it is that you gardening, your desire is towards that thing.
That's right. Go
You
ahead.
know? But it's verse 11, and it says, come, my beloved, let us go forth into the field, let us lodge in the village.
Because wisdom speak in a high place, or it need the desires towards all those that need to get it, no matter where they are. All right. So wisdom is omnipotent, right? Yahweh Shai, Yahweh, all right, is omnipotent. So he embodies wisdom. So it's, you see wisdom everywhere. Everything was created by the way of thinking, all right, by the way of architecture, man, all right, of his wisdom. So everything has wisdom in it. Trees, whatever have life have wisdom, because Yahweh Shai's wisdom, he gave us life. All right, go ahead.
Verse
12, isn't it?
12.
Yep.
Let us get up early to the vineyard.
Let us get up early, right? There's a reason why there's an early that's too late. We came out early before it's too late. There's a too late early, if it makes sense, man.
3 times.
A B times, right? Early, yeah. Right before the end, which is last. Go ahead.
It says, let us see if the vine flourish.
Let us see. So we have gotten the word, we have tasted it, right? Let's see if it's going to flourish. Go ahead.
Whether the tender grape appear,
Yup.
and the pomegranate bud forth.
Yup.
There will I give thee my love.
Right. So this is what we have given our love, and we have budded for it, man. All right. It have what? It have produced. It was productive unto us, man. You see? The Lord have loved us, man. Right?
That's right.
Okay, that's it in that. Give me we about to wind down. Give me that account. And before that account, give me Sirach 33 and 16. Bible shot. Then we get that account. And we point made, man. You know, my brothers liking, you know, now y'all know that the best wine was saved for last. You see that? Go ahead.
Yeah, this Sirach 33 and 16. It says, and I wait of last of all, and as one that gathereth after the grape gatherers. By the blessing of the Lord, I profited and filled my winepress like a gatherer of grapes.
Oh, man, read that again, man.
Yeah, it says,
Come on.
I awaked up last of all.
Right, last of all. What that mean? Last. It's back to the last. And watch how he filled this wine press, though. Right? Go ahead.
It says, as one that gathereth after the grape gatherers.
Right. So he gathered after the grape, after the ones who was already woke.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Ak.
It says, by the blessing of the Lord.
By the who?
The blessing of the Lord.
Increase of the Lord. Go ahead.
I profited and filled my winepress like a gatherer of grapes.
We filled this wine press, man. And that's what we're doing. By the wine, we're getting filled. All right, with access. All right, we can fill with the righteous excess. That's why we steady drinking, we steady getting filled. There's more.
Nah,
That's it.
That's it.
Come on. And the reason why he woke up last of all, because the apostles which was woken up last of all, is the reason why this wine came out last. All right, get the whole world drunk, and then get those who was drunk with the world, which was us, undrunk. You see? And then the people who drunk, let them stay drunk so they can what? Pass out and faint out and perish. That's why. Now bring that count out and we get out of it with that.
This is the gospel according to St. John chapter 2, starting at the top. And the third day, there was a marriage in Cana of Galilee, and the mother of Yahushua was there.
Yep.
And both Yahushua was called and his disciples to the marriage. And when they wanted wine, the mother of Yahushua said unto him, they have no wine. Yahushua said unto her, woman, what have I to do with thee? Mine hour is not yet come. Which that's another part of the
That's
wine.
another part of the wine.
Yeah, like just not bound down to a woman.
And it's not time though.
Yeah.
And he like, my hour is not yet come. Like it ain't time yet.
It's not the last.
It's not the last yet. Yeah, go ahead. You got it.
His mother said unto the servants, whatsoever he saith unto you, do it. And there were set 6 water pots of stone, after the manner of the purifying of the Jews, which was the Israelites in Judea, containing 2 or 3 firkins apiece. Yahushua said unto them, fill the water pots with water, and they filled them up to the brim. And he said unto them, draw out now and bear unto the governor of the feast. And they bare it. When the ruler of the feast had tasted the water that was made wine, and knew not whence it was, but the servants which drew the water knew, the governor of the feast called the bridegroom. So he's drinking this wine, like you said earlier. Jake don't know what to say.
Don't know what to say.
He's like, what is this?
What's this? Yeah.
It says,
But it's spiritual because the water is technically the wine. Like the word is the wine. Like it's like it's all in one. Like right. So even in the miracle or whatever, it's still the water was mixed with the wine. It was all the right mixture. It had all the right ingredients. It was all done right.
Yeah.
It was perfect timing. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Because at the last time is the perfect time, right? Because if the Lord saved you at the very last, when we gonna say in the kingdom of heaven, it was the perfect time.
right.
It was right on time. So really the last is right on time. Go ahead.
And saith unto him, every man at the beginning doth set forth good wine.
Yep.
And when men have well drunk,
And this the question that I had, posed to y'all, brothers. You see? Go ahead.
and saith unto them, every man at the beginning
At the beginning,
doth set forth good wine.
he said for a good one. Because I want Jake always want to bring his best forward.
Yeah,
But what if the best don't pass the test? And at the end, you like, I ain't really got nothing else to offer.
Yeah, I got nothing else.
So the Lord like, no. See, the Lord in Orthodox, he like, no, I'm gonna bring the best last. I'm gonna let all this get tested over time, and then the end is gonna be battle tested. Like everything, nothing can stand up like these, man.
And you're
It's
gonna,
just so stiffly.
have everything else to compare it to.
Everything to compare it to.
If you have the best wine first, you don't even know it's the best
You don't know
wine,
it's the best wine.
because you don't know what we had to have these other doctrines first. We
First,
had to
do
try
that.
this, we had to try that.
That's why.
So when the best wine come out last, we be like, oh,
There you go.
that's it right there. That's
Yeah, you take like,
Start looking.
Yeah.
listen, yeah, you don't know the compliment you gotta make. You just looking at Jake buying time.
Yeah.
Bro, is it the best or not? You just man.
Jake don't want to say something the best
He
ever.
don't want to say something the best ever
Yeah.
because it's gonna top whatever his best ever
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
Yeah, that's all. Go ahead.
Yeah. It says, every man at the beginning does set forth good wine, and when men have well drunk, then that which is worse. So Jake have his worst.
He don't know what he's drinking no more because he had the best.
Yeah.
So it's like we can just give him anything now.
No,
Yeah,
they already
He
drunk.
drunk.
He
Yeah.
drunk
He
already.
don't care.
He don't
He
care.
just want to keep
wanna
drinking.
Yes, he just want to keep drinking. Yep, go ahead.
It says, but you has kept the good wine until now.
Yeah, see, have kept the good wine until now. Meaning Yahweh shall save the best wine for last. And that's why when he pulled the miracle with the wine was the perfect time.
Yeah.
You saved it last. He used an analogy like, man, most men bring their best out last. You best out first, you bought it last.
Mhm.
Because this was going to think that was going to top it. It was going to be the greatest, man. There's more.
It
Okay.
says, this beginning of miracles did Yahushua in Cana of Galilee and manifested forth his glory.
That's it. So there's glory after the last one.
Yeah.
So we're going to drink the wine last, which is this doctrine is sound doctrine. And then the glory going to follow. Meaning what? We're going to rejoice in the wine. Remember, wine is as good as life to a man. If it be drunk miserably. Meaning what? If it be drunk last, at the last. At the last wine, which is of the apostles, in the sound doctrine of Yahweh Shai, one faith, one baptism, one sound, You get it, man. That's freakness, man.
Like I had too, yeah. They, the best wine for last, right? Because if he would have gave it to us first, we'd been looking for something better.
We're looking for something better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what he did.
That's what he did.
They had the best wine first.
Yeah.
But there's got to be something better.
There's something better than
something better than paradise.
Yeah. That's right, brother. That is a good point. But yeah, you know.
Y'all online?
Yeah. Yeah. But you know, that was the let that thing be a curse, man. I'm about to. I should get that'll hurt the viewers' eyes, man.
To break your camera.
Hey, you know what? That's bad wine, man. You know? But so, you know, Lord willing, this video was edifying to the hopefully elect, and again, those that cleave to the body. So with that, we won't give infinite honors and prayers to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, Hashem, Kakwadash. The honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to the just pushing the truth to sincerity. To the next time, we'll see Shalom.
Shalom.